The arena behind us now empty and quiet, but just hours ago, full and very loud. The Quinnipiac men's ice hockey team knocking off the #1 team in the country, UMass Minutemen, by a final score of 4-0. Hello and welcome inside the Rebound, presented by Q30 Sports. Alongside Kyle Levasseur, I'm MJ Baird. And Kyle, as I said, a monumental win this season for the Quinnipiac team, knocking off the top team in the nation, and they really could not have done it without their goaltender.
The spotlight was on Andrew Shortridge tonight. His teammate Craig Martin said it was the best game he's ever seen Shortridge play as a Bobcat, and possibly the best game he's ever seen a goaltender play. Pretty high praise from the senior. And I tend to agree. A 32-save shutout, now back-to-back shutouts for Shortridge, and his third shutout in only 6 games that he's played this year. He's been unbelievable. He leads the entire nation in save percentage and goals against average this year. I don't know what else he could do better, MJ. I mean, he was fantastic. He made highlight reel saves in tonight's game. He bailed Quinnipiac's defense out when they needed to do. And that's what you need to do when you're facing some of the best teams in the country. And UMass, deservedly so, of the #1 team in the country. But Quinnipiac was obviously the better team tonight. A dominant performance, and it starts in the net with Andrew Shortridge.
Shortridge, of course, splitting time with the sophomore Keith Petruzzelli. So, just adds more to the fact that he's not even playing every night. He can still go out and put up those numbers just once every weekend. All right, so moving on. Quinnipiac, as I said, winning this game 4-0, but they obviously scored first and last. But that first goal coming just 42 seconds into the game, and that made a difference.
It's like a job interview, MJ. You want to get off on the right foot, and it just goes so much smoother from there on out. And that's exactly what happened when Wyatt Bongiovanni found the back of the net for the first goal, only 42 seconds into the game. The atmosphere was just in Quinnipiac's favor after that. The fans were going crazy, waving their yellow towels. I haven't seen an atmosphere here in Hamden probably since the Frozen Four year back in 2015-16. It was just an unbelievable game to be a part of, and I'm sure even on the ice it made a big difference, especially for a young team. If you were to get behind to UMass, I'm sure it puts some more pressure on you. So to strike first and get a 1-0 lead, I'm sure it just takes the tension off them. And having a freshman score, especially in Bongiovanni, what a year he's having too, with 7 goals. I'm sure having him score sets the tone. The freshmen are here to play, and everyone else is going to show up.
Well, these two teams better be familiar with each other by now. This Friday night game, the first of a home-and-home. Same two teams tomorrow, 7:30, up at UMass's barn in Amherst, Massachusetts. What are you expecting out of that one?
Well, I expect UMass to be angry and to make adjustments. Yeah. They only had lost 1 game going into tonight. They're an excellent team, and going home to their home rink where it's twice the size here of the People's United Center, so twice the amount of fans that are going to be in the Minutemen's favor. And I think having a great coach like Greg Carvel, he's going to make adjustments. He's going to watch tonight's footage, and then going back to their own ice where it's a larger sheet of ice than it is here in Hamden, I think it's going to give those elite guys on UMass more time and space to make plays. So guys like Cale Makar, who was the 4th overall draft prospect by the Colorado Avalanche in last year's NHL draft, he's going to have a little more time and space to make elite plays. We'll see if Quinnipiac can take away that time and space like they did tonight with a fantastic forecheck and creating pressure as soon as Massachusetts entered their offensive zone.
Quinnipiac doing all the little things right tonight to get the win, but they're going to have to do it even better tomorrow night. You can check out all your coverage of tonight's game as well as the game tomorrow night at Q30 Sports as well as Q30TV.com. Thanks for tuning in. For Kyle Levasseur, I'm MJ Baird. Have a good night.